Okay, welcome back to Suladan Plays Dark Dreams, RHN. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! I don't remember how do we do the things again? How do I jump? How do I shoot? Game, I don't remember. Okay, Z. Okay, Z to jump and X to shoot. I assume X to shoot because when I hit X, I hear a buzzy noise. Also, you can see that an echo of that thing floating in the background, and it's slightly worrisome. Okay, so we're just gonna go this way because that seems to be the direction the save point wanted us to go. I just have to point out that whoever designed the visuals for this game, like, this is some beautiful, surreal, like, the multi-layers of background and all, it just comes together so beautifully. Also, there's a beeping in the background. At least it's a low beeping, so it's not painful, but it's present. I greatly approve of that. Oh, hi. Who are you? Do I want to know? I hit up. Oh. Ugh. What a beautiful night it is. It is my dream of Saturn. Welcome to my dream of Saturn. It's not very accurate, unfortunately, but this is how I remember it. And it happens that I don't remember all of it. Perhaps this is why the dreams, the nightmares, are so full of a deep black background. It's the emptiness of our lazy minds. Still, it's a nice surprise. I'm happy you can see my planet, even if it's not in its best shape. Okay. What is the ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba? Oh! Let's go! Do I need to be in here? Did I? Why? Those spikums. Okay. I'm assuming that the path went this way, so I just accidentally short. Cutted my way through. You know what? You know what? I can use this to my advantage. There we go. Well, now you're just being mean. Watch, there's a button I've got to go push. Touche, game developer, touche. I still feel like horizontal movement speed is a little too slow, but I'm hoping I'm hoping eventually there's a sprint upgrade or something. As it is a Metroidvania, I expect that my abilities will expand over time. I will also say that I'm not a fond of the platforms that are one piece thick. It does capture that old Nintendo hard, you know, very precision platforming feeling. And at least it doesn't send me all the way back to the save point, so that is a nice mercy. I don't have a limited number of lives either, so I can work with that. Sir, maybe if you put a little more oomph into your forward movement instead of your vertical jumpage, we could get there quicker. Aha, there was a button. X. X, X, X. I have hit X. It did nothing. It opened the door, very likely, so I still could have shortcutted through half of it. Well, kind of. I'd have had to traverse the same section twice, so it may have been about the same overall distance. Sorry, I am so quiet. Those single piece platforms make me nervous. There we go. Okay, moving on. I don't know where we're going. Why do those platforms look like they have spikes on them? Oh. No. Can I not? I didn't sign up. I'm offended by that moving platform. That moving platform offends me. Why? Why? What is it? There's no, like, if I tap jump, he jumps just as high. That's a slight problem. That would be, why? Okay, 2 new critiques. One, you can't just hop. You have to do a full jump no matter what, and that's one thing that is messing with my timing a little, is my hand over here will lightly tap the jump button or hit the jump button fully, because I'm used to platformers that base your jump height based on how long you held down the jump button. You know, for little hops or versus your full jump. Secondly, the edges of the platforms are very unforgiving. It's very easy to walk off of them right before you hit the jump button, or to jump too soon because of your very minimal horizontal clearance. Again, I'm hoping that these are things that further abilities. I was distracted by talking. This is why they say don't text and drive. I'm hoping that there will... Okay. I'm hoping that over time I will gain abilities that will overcome these things, and that they are meant to feel like handicaps for now, so that when I get an ability to overcome them, I will feel all the more a sense of growth. In which case, that's good Metroidvania design. You know, the original Metroid, for instance, your beam had a very short range, so that you'd be... When you then got the long beam, it felt like a tactile improvement. I don't know how that works, but we'll just roll with it. Okay, now what? Where is the... One problem is not knowing where the platform's path ends. If it had a little marker to tell me where its path ended so I'd know when it's going to redirect, it would be useful. Oh, thank you for that little shortcut. A red doodad. Must poke. Red! Okay, what is this thing? I really wanted that to be a checkpoint, not a landmine. Also, there's a platform over here that may or may not be a trap. Game, why do you do things like this to me? What did I ever do to you? I've done nothing but applaud you, aside from a few minor critiques. Closed door, obviously. Fun part, I don't remember where the platforms down at the bottom are, so I can't just jump down. I've got to wait on this thing. Oh, at least they're 2 platforms wide. I mean, it could be worse. These things could be 1 platform wide. At least the single ones are stationary. Jump! That's a landmine. I know that now. I'd rather not blow up. At least there's no knockback. Like, stepping on that doesn't fling me off the edge of the platform or something. And then that opens the door. Okay, I will admit these are clever area designs. Effectively having me loop back through, you know, go climb through the thing, hit the button, and then have to go back to the door that I already passed. There is a sense of tension in it, but it's a platformer tension, not a horror tension. Although that's for the moment. There may eventually be monsters chasing me that I cannot hurt. I really hope not, but we'll see. The art style in this game is just, the art and sound, like they're both just really well done. Oh. I guess we're just falling like a meteor. I see. Okay, I need a little more to the left. I'm trying to figure out where those at the bottom are. I think it's right here. Oh, I found a pipe. I luckily found a pipe. Oh, we've changed. Okay, the horizontal movement is normally precise. He just kept going left, though. I don't know. It may have been an input glitch. He stops moving instantly when you stop hitting left or right, so the platforming is very tight and precise. It's just the speed in which that you move left and right, to me, could use a little bit of an improvement, an enhancement, which I'm hoping to find in the form of an upgrade later, as it is listed as a Metroidvania, which implies that there are upgrades to be found. All that music makes me feel like something's chasing me, and I don't want none part of it. So I'd be running. What am I running from? I don't know. Where am I running to? Oh, well, here apparently. Oh, good. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just hoping I'm not walking off a cliff into the abyss. Because unless Artorias is waiting for me, that's not where I want to go. Why is there a landmine on the wall? Okay. There be enemies over there, and I don't remember how to shoot. Oh, come on. Ow. Given how far away a save point is, I really do see where the survival part comes in this survival horror experience. Ow. There was no avoiding it. I don't want. Whatever you are, I don't want. I just don't. I don't want. Oh, it went away. Never mind. Oh, this game is doing a really good job with its ominous dream surrealness. Hello, Purple Man. Can you go back to Five Nights at Freddy's, please? Or do you want to be helpful? Hello, these flying things are indestructible, so don't bother. Even your best weapons can't hurt them. They can hurt you, though. This Saturn stuff is dangerous as everything we get from there. Yeah, Captain Navigator's the exception. He's good. Stay alert. Be ready. Be ready for what? I'm half dead as it is, and I've only got one weapon. I didn't know I was still... I guess I'm in a spaceship now? I mean, I went down a pipe. I feel like I'm in a Mario game, but... I'm just in the plumbing of a spaceship, apparently. What is that? What is that? Oh, now I have a gun. That's right, he took it from me, and now I have it. You know what would be really nice? A health recovery. Can I have some health recover? I guess the health is supposed to be the stressful survival aspect of it, because you have limited ammunition, and ammunition uses your health as well. But it'd be nice if your health went up a little bit between rooms or something. Saturn machinery is indestructible. Stay alert. Stay ready. I sound like a comrade in disguise. Also, I would have recommended saying Saturnian, because that would have been like the possessive for Saturn, like, you know, American, Saturnian, Martian, etc. But, you know, that's just me. And let's go this way, now that we have a gun. Oh, I see. The other little boxes with zeros in them. One's got a rocket on it, one's got a key. So it's not actively chasing me, it's just following a serpent. I hit the jump button, thank you. A serpentine path. Ow. Four more hits like that, then I will be dead. Well, I've got to go through the whole thing again now. Maybe go down this time. This way, yes. Oh, there's not a delay on it like there was before. I mean, there's still a delay, but it's not as big. Or I may just be remembering wrong. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But again, I find myself in a situation where I feel like I'm going to run out of health and be unable to finish a puzzle because of it. He went off screen, so I wasted that one. Should I be worried about the floating brains they leave behind? Can I absorb them for health? Do we not have the giant flying spiky dude? Oh, hi. No, there's still a delay on it. Want health. More health, less explosives, more health, less explosives. I don't know how close I can get. That close, apparently. Go away. Go away and stop ominously chanting at me. Okay. Well, it's doing a good job at tension. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Ow. So those can hit me. Good to know. Dude, I've got 12 life left. Stop I'd call it more survival if I could... Well, I'm... dead. My problem, though, is will I have enough for the next room, or the next room, or the next room, etc.? You know, what happens if the player reaches a point that they don't know it yet, but they don't have enough health to finish, and they're just wasting their time? The game does need to be able to account for these things. Alternatively, you've got to give them a way to recover some amount of health. Like, maybe each room has a minimum. Like, if it takes me 10 shots to get through a room, like if I do it perfectly, it'll take me a minimum of 10 shots to get through a room, then on entering the room, it should give me a minimum of 11 health. Because that would allow me to fire the necessary number of shots, but make it a room I have to get through without being harmed. Oh, I looked away. I didn't see that coming. Didn't see that coming at all. That was a wasted shot. And that was a waste. Can we not? Can we not? I don't think that thing should trigger that sound as much, but I'd save that sound for the actual... Well, I mean, it is a threat, but still. Save point. Save point heals me, right? I did not. I didn't shoot him. How do I use it? I think I used it, I don't know. Oh, health station. So you do exist. Hey, my knight, surprised to see me? Don't be. I'm the king. I'm everywhere. You need me, I come. It's wonderful you have a gun now. You can shoot bullets and be taxed for it. Oh, and be prepared. You'll have to shoot a lot in the room ahead. Because guess what? It's the boss room. Good luck. Merciful. You gave me health and you gave me a save point. I only have 10 bullets left. I think it's saved. So, you know, he better only... Are you really going to put those in my path? I'm concerned. Just be wary to make sure that the player can't get themselves stuck into a situation where, you know, they can't win, but they don't know it, and they're just wasting a bunch of time, and they have to go back to a previous checkpoint because they just can't proceed. What are you gonna do when I run out of bullets? Yeah, no bullets. Oh, hi. Oh yeah, I forgot about the fact your trajectory holds wire. See, I couldn't jump because I'd already... I don't like that when you fire, you're locked into whatever trajectory you're already in. Metroid spoiled me with the ability to fire and then keep controlling my character. Dead. Okay. It's not that there's just a lot to take account for in this room. And what I mean is, when I jump, like normally you can keep doing stuff like this and, you know, alter your trajectory. Once you commit to the animation of pulling out the gun and firing, though, it locks that trajectory into place. Alternatively, if you fire while on the ground, you can't press fire and then turn around and jump. So I pull out the gun to fire at the dummy, Right when I press the button, it starts firing a rocket at me. Well, I can't jump because the animation for me pulling out the gun and shooting it has to complete before I regain control of my character. From a platforming stance or from a Metroid game stance, I feel that that's a little clunky because generally the player wants to be able to move around. Likewise, the fact that I can't crouch to, you know, duck under things bothers me a little because I'm used to it from Metroid. I'm just not. Likewise, I'd love a button to just be able to restart from the, you know, beginning of the room, but that doesn't appear to be a thing either. These are things I'm hoping that upgrades will account for in the future, but are currently issues. Giga Wrecker had some of that same issue of the way jumping, moving, and then using abilities interacted together. Like in Metroid, I could shoot and then jump instantly, or shoot while jumping, change directions in midair, which again, changing directions in midair for platforming is not realistic. It's just something we do because it offers us nice control. I mean, in reality, once you're in the air, unless you have thrusters or something, you've committed to that jump. It's why you never see like an Olympic long jumper jump forward and then decide to come back. You just can't. But it's done for ease of control and player comfort. As long as there's no spikes, I can... Okay, sorry, I'm having to be a little quiet because I'm having to focus on multiple things. Floor hazards, no bullets. Can I jump over them? Is it just a precision thing? Hey, you can jump over. Not that one. Ow. It's not far enough on the screen yet. Ow, and I jumped into that. Stop firing them at just the wrong intervals. Gotcha. Oh, now great. I'm not going to be able to survive to get out of the room. Yeah, because they're still here. This offends me. One thing you never want to do to a player, and I've only seen a couple of games do this over the years, when you defeat a boss, you do not want a way for the player to then die and then have to fight the boss again. It's something I am critical of because it's generally not something that games do. Unless I get to the end of this room and find, oh, just kidding, the boss is, you know, the boss is dead, it remembers that. Because that's generally just a bit excessive. Move! Oh. gracious. Okay. If I'm going to be honest, my biggest issue, while the platforming itself is tight and responsive, I really, really don't like when I lose control of my character. I get when you take damage, you get staggered. That's, most platformers do that all the way back to like the Mega Man NES era. But the fact that trying to fire the gun roots me to the ground and locks my momentum is inherently frustrating. But I don't know how to describe it in quite the right way. It's just, it creates a lot of situations where you're either trying to move and he won't because he's busy trying to shoot, or trying to shoot but he won't because of the weird delay on his shots. I would personally suggest just removing the wind-up animation, because a wind-up animation on a gun doesn't fit. It fits on swords and the like, and I get there's the whole sword-gun metaphor, but the wind-up delay on a ranged weapon just doesn't really work with the Metroidvania feeling to me. The game developer is more than welcome to have their own opinion. It is their game, of course. I am merely offering my critique on the matter. Okay, save 3 bullets to get rid of that first one. While you're waiting for it to catch up, take out that one. Jump! And at this point, just unload. No bullets. I know I missed a couple of shots. See, I shouldn't have done that. The timing on getting him to fire at the peak of his jump is kind of a pain. If you hit it wrong, even though you hit jump first, he instead just stands there. I'm just not super fond of this boss. I like the design, I like what it's going for, and I think that if I had proper control of my character, it would work. The inability to control my jump height, the lackluster horizontal movement, and the fact that firing my weapon locks me in place or locks my aerial momentum. The combination of these 3 things to me are greatly detracting from the experience. The jump height one, like, that's a basic platforming thing that is quite important. Do I not have any, like, invincibility frames? Really? I've got enough health to get out of here. Assuming I'm supposed to go to the right and not to the left. The boss is not bad. It is beatable. It's just frustrating due to some of the other platforming issues that I am noticing, but I'm hoping that defeating this boss will net me a nifty upgrade, because that's usual Metroidvania style, and I always kind of hope that a boss will grant me something. Namely, either a double jump or the ability to move left and right at a reasonable pace. This slow, steady march is kind of an abomination. Bothersome. I don't know what you want to call it. Okay, that was really hilarious. What did I go through all of that for? Please tell me you're gonna have something interesting to say about it. No? Ah, my Saturn. Did I not get anything? I mean, I know I got the gun, but was that the whole point of the episode? I mean, was that the whole point of that entire area? Okay, I really, really like the aesthetics that this game is going for. My plan is to go back to the save point. I really like the aesthetics the game is going for. It's a beautiful game, and its sounds are awesome. My top 3 complaints, though... Sorry, critiques. I feel like my horizontal movement is lackluster. I need a bit more horizontal speed. Secondly, I guess if I put them in order of importance, 1, variable jump height is very important for platforming. Being able to tap and do a little hop, you know, hold down and do a bigger jump or a bigger jump, etc., is kind of an important platforming detail. It offers greater vertical precision and the ability for you to hop over a low obstacle while avoiding a higher obstacle. It's just generally, to me, it's a very base foundational thing that platformers generally all have. Now, if you chose not to do this because it fits your vision of the game, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just pointing out that, to me, it does feel frustrating. The horizontal move speed in the air is likewise a bit frustrating. I'd trade some verticality off that jump just so that I could jump further to the left and right and not constantly be landing on spikes. Alternatively, a sprint function. And lastly, the fact that using the gun has the big wind-up animation on it that roots me in place or locks my momentum. Those are the 3 main problems I'm having thus far, but since it's a Metroidvania, I'm assuming that I will get upgrades that will fix these things, so those are kind of just tentative critiques until I see more of the game. Thank you for watching, however. I'm going to go ahead and pause here, and we will see where this leads next time.